This is Nurse Stravini. The world has gone crazy. A woman who is protecting pedophiles and probably working for the cartels gets shot by a cop who's doing it in self-defense. She was a terrorist along with her activist friends. They call them activists. Activists, my you know what. But they are homegrown terrorists. They harass the police, expertly antagonizing them as much as they can, bringing it right to the edge. Sometimes they go over the edge and they run over the cops or hurt them badly with bricks and assorted weapons. But it's not going to happen no more. This is Trump era. It was good, no matter what they say at the Academy Awards or whatever glamour bullshit they were doing, excuse my language. The woman was still a terrorist. They called themselves, they have to be like mosquitoes, constantly antagonizing the cops. Now, as far as I'm concerned, you burn an American flag, you should get burned yourself. These people should be deported, even if they're American citizens. So still deport them. Put them in the, let's take a page from the Russies. Put them in the Aleutian Islands for a little while. That'll be nice. Hey, the ones in Minnesota are used to the cold weather. Yeah, drive, baby, drive. Drive over a cop. And it was so arrogant. And that woman, she got to be a little surprised. She thought she could get away with it. Yeah, she could abuse a cop and maybe hurt a cop, or kill a cop even. That don't matter now. Whoever hell she's burning in, and I guess somebody of that nature, the atheistic nature. And the man who shot her, he's called the shooter. By the shooter, not the cop who was defending himself. Ha! Oh my God, it's amazing. But it's not surprising. The Marxists have owned the academia for what, 30 or 40 years? People believe that bullshit. They believe a man could be a woman, a woman could be a man. If they think about it and they identify. These people that talk about science, huh? Science. You can't get a kid when they think Santa Claus can fly through the air, and then you indoctrinate them. So they believe this. Unbelievable. This woman, she said she didn't want to come down to and she was a Wookiee. Uh, she said, now that a white woman's gotten shot, they're going to make a big deal of it. Well, I think I kind of recall somebody called George Floyd, and he was a junkie. They made statues for a junkie, for these old junkies. Were they going to make statue to this commie Marxist socialist situation? Huh, shorter, shorter praised. Now the shooter should be praised. He's a good Christian man for 20 years in the force, and he's not a racist. He has a Filipino beautiful. But now he's going to have to defend himself. Much like that hero here in New York. They called him a vigilante when he strangled, well, he had to overpower this psychotic black man, and he happened to be white, the hero. But he had a cadre of people from multi-racial backgrounds trying to overpower the super psycho because he was threatening the whole place. The world's turned upside down. Liberalism must be stopped in its tracks. Tell me, they're out of their minds. They'll destroy this country from within. We've got quite a bit of them, and they're dirty. Well, you know what we should do next time they come around and they attack the cops? We should get those January 6th Street people. We'll find them in. Give them some baseball bats and we'll have some fun. I don't think, no, I'm not saying they do violence. I say they want to play baseball. Challenge to a baseball game. Meet it out on the field. Bill Hill, Bill and Hillary, they're trying to get Trump on the charge of molestation because when he was at a big party, Epstein's kind of got a little close to him, which happens in the big parties. But he was never at the island like Bill. And he doesn't have pictures of himself with young girls in bathtubs. They tried to ruin my friend, the good, the great Trump. Now, Trump is led by God. That's what they don't understand because they don't believe in God. They only believe in their own pretentiousness, these liberal commie creeps. Anyway, and Hillary, God knows what she was doing. Or her and her arrangement with Bill is all about power. Yeah, yeah. She used to be a good-looking broad at one point. But Trump is doing things that they can't undo, even through the midterms, even though in the White House again. He's taking us on a climate bull. But there is no such thing as climate change or climate danger, accidental threats. That's just an excuse for the liberals to get more power over your everyday life. A totalitarian state is what they're looking for. It's not going to work out. It's not going to work out, my friends. Mosquitoes, that's what they want. Harassing the cops. Yeah, bugs. And sometimes the bugs get the raid treatment. Now, right now, people that the cops are after by the FBI or ICE or whatever are pedophiles and perverts and murderers. I guess we should let why don't we support our own homegrown psychopaths? The battle's on. The battle between good and evil. The left and liberals is evil. There's no doubt about it. And the fascists of the United States of America, they're all American, backed by Judo, and Christian values. Anyway. Oh, I forgot about the Arab terrorists until the Muslim menace. Well, and even though they would not like the Soviets and time, they would fight among themselves. But now they're united against us. I'm glad that guy is going to get his best defense, and they're not going to get in the hands of Omar, and that bunch. Yeah, this United States of America is against the law to marry your brother. I guess it's not there. She's a good-looking broad. Some of these comedies are not bad looking. What's inside is the rot of evil, the rot of endorsing a death cult. That is what the Democrats are, a death cult. Anyway, gotta sign off now. It's going to be short but sweet. Here we go. The Jew to do. Here we go. Here we go. What are you doing? Trying to say? Onward, Christian soldier, marching as to war with the sword of Jesus.